It's important to fight HIV stigma because if you don't fight HIV stigma, then you can't end HIV transmissions. We can't make life better for people living with HIV if we can't address the stigma that affects people living with HIV and that continues to drive the HIV epidemic. We know that things have changed so much in terms of HIV and what an HIV diagnosis means for somebody today in 2023. We also know that public knowledge and the way that the public think and feel, and even the way that people who are part of communities who are affected by HIV think and feel about HIV hasn't necessarily kept pace with the science. And even when people know kind of some basic facts about HIV, they struggle to kind of fight some of those kind of prevailing sort of prejudices and the prevailing kind of misconceptions and preconceptions about HIV. For example, HIV and HIV stigma can come up in the most unexpected places. It might come up at work. A lot of the general public still think that they should know if a colleague is living with HIV, even though there's absolutely no reason to. And it's really none of anyone's business other than that person's. And then on top of that, there are things where it can just get in the way of things that a lot of other people take for granted. So there are still laws in place that, for example, stop people living with HIV from participating fully in fertility treatments. So people living with HIV can't donate eggs and sperm. And that also has a really particular and disproportionate impact on LGBTQ plus people living with HIV because they are classed as donors, even when they are in a relationship with the person that they are looking to parent with. So they genuinely can't access these kinds of treatments for themselves in this way because of these laws. So it's really important that we continue to fight stigma and we continue to fight prejudice because it does come up and it's still having an impact even in the law today.